What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. I'm Ben, and this is the PuddingShoot show, and today we are going to finally be starting some Pokemon FireRed. I told y'all I was doing this yesterday, and then we had some computer trouble, but you know what? We're fixing it. The folks at the computer store did a great job. They helped me out tremendously, so today we are going to get it straight going. We're going to pop on our headset. And I just turned it off by mistake. Man, I am a fool. Yeah, how's everybody doing? It is a dreary day today, but we're making the most of it. We're sipping some watermelon mint G Fuel, the best flavor they ever made. And we're getting ready for a great show. Mark my words on that one. That's right, we got the Game Boy operator by Epilogue going, and get myself nice and centered here. There we go. I gotta say that we'll just get rid of that. Buttons will be explained. I don't need to read through all this. It's real common sense stuff. Yeah, so basically my whole thing was that I was talking about the Game Boy operator. I've had a big lunch and my mind is a little messed. Like, I remember when you could barely record any Game Boy without the GameCube player that I was recording this on my old channel. And it's honestly surreal that technology has gotten to the point that you can just have a tiny little dongle in your computer to plug into. You can put your literal Game Boy Advance cartridge on, and then rig it up through OBS, and you're all set to go. I don't know, guys. Like, I could just go as a boy and say my name's Ben, just that is, but like, when my name is PuddingShoot, we could choose a girl and call her Pudding. I don't know. I'm going to go with a girl, actually. I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting, honestly. But yes, you can fit Pudding in there, right? Pudding. Awesome. All right. And yeah, I know it's all caps, right, so your name is Pudding. Yes, it is. Yeah, well, the thing is that all of the names are stylized in all caps in this game, as you see right here, so I'm just doing it to stay consistent with everything. Now, I actually thought about the name of my rival. I could name him Blue because that's what the character's name actually is, but I think I'm going to call him something else. Back when I uploaded on this channel years and years and years ago, like over 10 years ago, there was a YouTuber that I was friends with. He's retired. I don't even know what he does anymore. I haven't talked to him in ages, but his name was Adam Whittle. So he and I kind of competed for views and monetization and all that. He got it before me, but that's okay. We're going to name this guy after my friend Adam, because Adam Whittle, his videos were awesome. They're not on YouTube anymore, but he's gone but never forgotten. That's right, I remember now. His name is Adam. That's right. Whittle bit of music all day in the hood. All right, Pudding, your very own legend is about to unfold. The world of dreams and adventures Pokemon awaits. Let's go. Always got to go up right here, boot up the PC, because limited bag space in the GBA means that you have a PC item storage. You get a free potion out of that. That will heal 20 HP of your Pokemon. This right here, that's our bag, which is our inventory. You see we got potion in there. This is your trainer card, which right now it doesn't really serve any purpose at all. Later on it'll show you your completion percentage, but we won't even worry about that. Let's see here. What do you gotta say? Right, all girls dream of traveling. It said so on TV. Okay, Pokemon Professor is looking for you. There's a movie on TV. A girl there in pigtails is walking up a brick road. Oh, hey, Wizard of Oz, classic movie. Damn, I didn't take Mom here for a movie buff. All right, awesome. Pallet Town, first town in the game. What do you say we get to meet the townsfolk? Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon all its data via PC. Yeah, I just actually have my own technology. Is incredible talk. Is that right? Is what right? Read it. Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. What's irritating is that if you don't press start to open the menu like I just did at all, at any point, and if you don't talk to this girl right now, then eventually we're going to leave Pallet Town. And if you try to leave Pallet Town without opening the menu once or talking to her and reading a sign, then she'll literally stop you at the gate to make it so that you have to listen to that, press start to open the menu. But nobody will stop. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. I knew that was going to happen. I'm just being a smart aleck. Alright, Professor Oak. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in the tall grass. You need your own for protection. What, you can't just give me a gun? Whatever. Well, no, you can't give me a gun because this game came out because this is the year 2004 and Pale World isn't due out for another 23 years. It wasn't that. It was like 20 years. Whatever. That's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Pudding. You didn't even remember that you were going to give a gift to your grandson. I talk way too fast. There are 3 Pokemon here. Haha, they're held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious trainer, but in my old age, I only have these 3. Now you can have one. Go on and choose one. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Well, be patient, Adam. You can have one too. Alright, so we're finally going to get our first Pokemon here, and I thought long and hard about this. Man, I say the phrase long and hard way too much. That's getting pretty sus, honestly. Bulbasaur here, this is I'll get into stats later. I know this is mainly an entertainment stream, but I want to kind of be informative as well. I'll get into what the types of these Pokemon are and all that, and what their strengths in battle are as we go along. The water Pokemon Squirtle. Bulbasaur is the grass Pokemon as well. Lastly, we have Charmander here. This is probably the most commonly known out of the 3. Evolves into Charizard by the very end of this story. You're taking the Fire-type Charmander. It's cliche at this point, now that everyone knows how awesome Bulbasaur is for these Let's Plays and all that, and these playthroughs. But, honestly, with the way I want my team to go, we're going to go with Bulbasaur. This Pokemon is quite energetic, and we get the Bulbasaur. So, Bulbasaur is a grass poison type, and because of that, I have a nickname. You can nickname your Pokemon, and we're going to name this Pokemon after a boss. Some of you guys might know that, what the hell? Why can't I get my arm up to the camera the right way? Well, alright, there we go. You guys might know that I've got a Metroid tattoo on. Metroid is a pretty near and dear game to my franchise, to my heart. I actually played Metroid Prime not long ago on the old channel that I had. And one of the bosses in that game is called Flagra. It's a grass monster that poisons all of the water around it to the point that if you touch the water, it burns you. And being that Bulbasaur is a grass poison type, I feel like there's some kinship between the two of them. Hold up, is that how you spell Flagra? I can never remember where the H goes. Man, what kind of a Metroid fan am I that I can't even remember how to spell its name? Flagra. Yeah, that's the right spelling. Alright, cool. Yeah. I feel like there's some real good connection between the two characters. And also, Flagra comes out of a giant red flower, and by the time Bulbasaur evolves, it's going to have a giant red flower that almost looks the same on its back. So, yeah, I think it's a fitting nickname. Yeah, my Pokemon looks a lot tougher than yours. Okay, yeah, well, you know what? Why don't we just see about that? What do you guys say? Fly Pokemon cures, your Pokemon can battle it. With it at your side, you'll be able to reach the next town. Wow, so there's no cars, there's no public transport, there's no walkability. You just makes animals beat the shit out of each other, and that's how you get from one town to the next. That is really, really weird. Hey, come on, I'll take you on. Alright, let's get it. So, this is our first battle, and this is where the RPG turn-based element is going to come into play. Adam here will choose whatever Pokemon has a type advantage over mine. So, basically the way that this works is kind of how any other turn-based RPG of the 90s would, is that you've got elements to your attacks, and your Pokemon have elements, or types rather, of their own. Basically, like Professor Oak is saying, we're just trying to get our opponent's HP down to 0. We have some options to what we can do here. If we had any other Pokemon, which we do not, we could swap them out for Flagra. Right behind my head, or behind my air conditioner, I guess, is our inventory. If we had Pokeballs and we were battling a wild one, we could throw a Pokeball, try to catch it. If Bulbasaur was hurt, we could heal it with that potion. We don't need to do that just yet. Right here is the meat and potatoes. Tackle, that's just a basic attack that'll do some damage. And Growl will lower Charmander's attack temporarily. So, Bulbasaur, as I was saying, is a grass and poison type. Grass-type Pokemon are generally going to be really, generally very slow, but they're going to do a ton of special damage. Poison types as well are also, they're more of the defensive type, which is kind of strange because... Thanks, Flagra! That was... I really was hoping that would... Oh, man. Alright, whatever. Yeah, am I great or what? Chill. You got a critical hit, alright? How disappointing. Thanks. If you win, you earn prize money, your Pokemon get XP. But, well, at least we don't lose any money this time. You would only get about $80. Bulbasaur is such a tank by the time it becomes Venusaur. Yeah, it is. Great to have you around, Frogman. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, honestly, like, I love Vileplume and I love Victreebel, but both of them are just... They don't get good moves in Gen 3, and they aren't really... hey... Yeah, you know, I think I have a feeling that you want to give me some free stuff. You know what? Why don't you go ahead and do that? Thank you very much. Potion I didn't get to use because I took a critical hit. But yeah, Vileplume and Victreebel are good options for a grass poison type in later games, but in Gen 3 they just don't really learn that good of moves. So we I just think that there's Bulbasaur's obviously the best starter to use type-wise, but it's also the most fun to build a team around. I've got all sorts of ideas for this. And look at that, we're already in Viridian City. Awesome. Why don't we, once again, go meet the townsfolk here. I believe this is the trainer school. I don't need anything from here. This just will tell you more about game mechanics. Whew, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Wait, you don't do that at home? Whatever. I don't know. I'm ancient. It's been years since I've been in school, so maybe I absolutely forbid you from going through here. This is private property. Alright, whatever. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so... Bro, you're a grown woman. That dude is old enough to be your great-great-grandfather. Whatever. So yeah, that route is impassable. We can't do anything here yet. There will be wild Pokemon out this way that you can catch. Obviously, we can't catch any, so instead I'm going to go right over here and collect a third potion that would normally be a hidden item if you interacted with this tree that looks like it can be cut down. Yeah, no kidding, it can be cut down. It's literally Pudding's size, and she's like probably... I mean, by real world standards, compared to this, she's probably only about 2 inches tall. Let's see here. You want to know about 2 kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? No, I really don't. Oh, well, alright, at least he took no for an answer. Can't say that happens often enough in these RPGs. Hey, you came from Paletown? Yes, how'd you know that? Whatever. Yes, I know Professor Oak. Oh, so we're doing Errand Boy now. Alright, I expect to be paid exactly $0.00. Yeah, so normally you would buy Pokeballs for catching new Pokemon here, but in those Pokemarts, but we can't actually do any of that right now, so... Instead, what we're going to do is just head on back to Pallet Town and give that parcel to Professor Oak. I've seen some fan theories that the parcel we're going to deliver to him is either either a Master Ball or the GS ball from Gold and Silver, which I really wish that had been the case, because, you know, the GS ball in Crystal, anyway, it gives you Celebi in the Virtual Console release. But otherwise, you can't get Celebi anywhere in North America in this game, and it's irritating. Oh, Pudding, how's my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. It's my Pokemon. You said that yourself. You must be talented as a trader. What's that? You have something for me. Yes, and we deliver Oak's parcel. That will be $5 million plus a delivery fee and a tip. Uber Eats for the win. Yay. It's custom Pokeball. I had it on order. Hey, Gramps! I almost forgot what you even called me here for. Oh, right, I have a request for you too. Wow, and he seriously forgot that he was going to give us his new invention that will automatically record data. Oh, man. Well, you know what? You got to admire his spirit and his ingenuity, because he wants us kids to have access to information, and he invented it himself because it's the year 2004, and the first iPhone won't come out until 2007. Either 7 or 8, I can't remember which, but... you're too old to get the job done, but you also, you don't carry firearms around, so you're making me carry a giant frog thing that secretes poison for self-defense instead of just giving me an M8, did I seriously just say M80? I can't talk today. Instead of just giving me a 9mm. Alright, I'll tell her not to lend you a town map, Pudding. Don't bother coming around to my place after... You know what? Town maps are absolutely useless, so I'm not going to come around to your house. Basically, a town map is exactly what it is, or what it sounds like. It's a map that you can just check and see where you are in the world, but the Kanto region is just so linear that there's hardly going to be any time where you'll be confused about where you're going. Excuse me. And on top of that, every Pokemon Center that you go to have your Pokemon healed is going to have a town map in it anyway that you can use for free, so... There's no reason to pick that up. I'm not actually going to be keeping this Rattata to use for my team or anything, but in FireRed and Leaf Green, your completion percentage has to do with the number of Pokemon you catch. So I do want to at least catch a few. I want to catch 60 to be exact. Just try throwing one more Pokeball out here. Come on. Come on, sit down and shut up. 1, 2, 3. There. Alright. Man, you know, I'll never forget getting this game for the first time, Christmas 2006, and catching my first Pokemon. I think it was a Pidgey that I caught. And, like, Pidgey's not a good Pokemon, even if you evolve it all the way. But, you know, it's just so nostalgic. You know, like, you have Ash in the anime, and his first Pokemon that he catches is a Caterpie, and, like, Caterpie is an even worse Pokemon than Pidgey by pretty much every notable metric, but... At the same time, it's the first Pokemon he ever caught, so it makes sense that he'd be interested, or that he'd be excited. So yeah, the reason I was irritated about losing that rival battle against Adam is because if you do win it, then you get 70 XP and your starter Pokemon will automatically level up once, but you don't start fighting Pokemon that give you 60 XP until later, so... Now I've got to do the actual heavy grinding of making Flagra become competently leveled here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and heal up again. I don't really need to, but certainly couldn't hurt. Man, that is just some straight-up banjo music right there, and for a good reason, I guess, because we're right, you know, Kanto is... kind of backwater in this area. We're right in the middle of the sticks. Alright. I did your errands, so now you will sell me some Pokeballs. I don't really know if I want to buy 15. I'll buy 12 and then get up to 15. And, we'll buy one more potion. We'll buy 2 potions, actually. I could probably do with some... of the other items, but I'll be able to get some free ones later when we get into the next dungeon, so we'll just hang out and do what we gotta do here. Now, our next stop is actually up that way, but there's several new Pokemon that we can catch out this way, like I mentioned, and I want to just go ahead and get those going here. I think at first I'll save. Warning, there's entirely different... Okay, you know what? We're not even going to talk about that save file because I was talking to chat on that save file, or while I was using that save file, and I killed a Pikachu that I was going to use for my team, all because I was too busy talking to chat about the historical significance of contact lenses. That isn't actually what we were talking about. I don't remember now, but... Yeah, so out here, I definitely recommend coming here if you chose Charmander as your starter, because you're going to be fighting a lot of rock type. What the hell? And it froze. Awesome. Well, I certainly made the right choice by saving just now, I guess. Oh, this is Ox. And OBS froze too. Okay, here we go. I was about to say OBS froze too, so I can't even put the "We'll be right back" screen up. Wow, that is kind of embarrassing. All right, let's go ahead and get level 6 here. I should have gotten that 15 minutes ago, but you know what? We're fine with that. All right then, be a dick about it, I guess. But yeah, so you're fighting a lot of rock-type Pokemon pretty soon, and Charmander doesn't really like dealing with those ones, so there's going to be a Pokemon you catch here that hopefully we run into shortly, because I don't want to be sitting here for an hour trying to find a Mankey, but it's going to be a fighting type, and those do really good against rocks. Like, you're seriously going to be saving yourself a lot of headache. Take it from me, because when I was 9 and I first got this game, my starter was Charmander. Because, like, you know, I was trying to be thematic, you know, Charmander's on the box, or Charizard's on the box, so I might as well make it my Pokemon. I want to see what nature Bulbasaur is. I haven't checked it yet. Lonely nature, that's not that great for Bulbasaur, but he's got pretty good special attack and defense. I guess we'll roll with it, I guess. Natures will affect kind of how your stats grow and how strong it'll... Okay, come on now. There's 3 Pokemon I haven't caught yet. They can all... Or 4 Pokemon I haven't caught yet. They can all be found on this route. I think you can find Pidgey here. I'm not worried about Bulbasaur getting over-leveled for this either, because... You know, by the time I find anything, I'll still have my weak-ass Rattata, and that'll be easy enough to weaken Pokemon with. Yeah, so we'll get into action. I mean, I shouldn't say we'll get into, because we already caught a Pokemon. Basically, Pokemon have a set catch rate. Fix them. There's a Mankey. Alright. Again, this guy's not going to be, or this girl, I guess, she's not going to be used on my team for anything, but I am going to catch it anyway, just because. Like, you straight up need to catch 60 Pokemon in order to do everything that this game has to offer. And also for convenience sake, it's a lot easier to just, you know, have those 60 Pokemon caught. You get some pretty useful items for it, that's all I'm saying. Alright, come on. Please catch. I've only got these many... And you'd think by now I'd know not to sing on stream. That's always been a... we can probably hit it one more time. Alright. It's gotta be catchable now. Alright, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we got it. Awesome. So, Pokemon, obviously, they evolve and everything, and if you evolve a Pokemon, then it'll count towards your completion percentage that you need the 60 of. But there's only really a handful of Pokemon you'll catch throughout the game that you actually have to manually evolve. Like the Rattatas, the Pidgeys, the Mankeys of the game, their evolutions will be catchable in due time, and it's this seriously going to be happening all the freaking time. I can't even put the starting soon screen up. Or the be right back screen. This is awkward. Well, I hope you guys are having a good week. Okay, there we go. Alright, level 7. Now we get our first new move in the game, Leech Seed. That'll basically, that'll gradually drain a little bit of health from your opponent every turn. So, kind of helpful, not really that important, but we'll roll with it. God, why are there so many Rattatas, man? I need a Pidgey, I need a Pidgey, and I need a Spearow. If I were Chug a Conroy, I'd be using a Spearow on my team. I think Spearow's kind of overused now, ever since he chose one. I have a better flying type in mind. I don't know if I'll even use it, but... yeah, you can catch all of the evolutions of these Pokemon later. So I think that if you just catch these now, then you'll be able to get your completion, or your Pokédex numbers up a little bit, and then... From there, you'll just have to catch a few more Pokemon, and then you're all set to... Okay, am I seriously not going to get a Pidgey around here? Because this is actually starting to tick me now. Come on. Do. Figures that when I'm trying to find a worthless Pokemon like Pidgey or Spearow, that it would take all this time, because the last playthrough I did of this, I was looking for a Mankey to actually use on my team, and I spent 20 minutes looking for that. That's one of the things that I miss about making videos. Like, I still like streaming more than actual videos, but with videos, at least I can edit all this stuff out. Like, by the time I find a Mankey, or found a Pidgey, I'd be able to cut all the okay, well, at least we get a Spearow now. Wow, level 5. I actually might think about catching that. I'm not going to, but... okay. If I fade to this thing, I'm going to be annoyed. Just go ahead and tackle it. I'm not worried about knocking this thing out. I'm worried about it knocking me out. Because without Bulbasaur, I now have no resiliency to my team at all. Wow, miss him? Alright, fine. Alright, one more. Great, now I have only one chance to catch this. How insulting. Alright. Please, moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth, chat. We can do this. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I see it. I like it. Go ahead and save real quick. Do. Now that that's all set, I think we'll actually head back to Route 1 and go find a Pidgey there, because with that, we have 50% of a chance of finding one. Do. Alright, next we'll go into someone's PC. We'll find out who that someone is later, but for now, let's just deposit all our Pokemon. Because none of those are necessary for anything except the Pokédex completion. now what do you say, Route 1? How about we actually have a Pidgey the first time? I've got a 50% chance I expect to not get a bunch of crappy Rattatas again. Alright, awesome. Alright. Man. Thanks, Flagra. I didn't want to catch that or anything. Alright. Let's make good on it. Do. Alrighty. Alright. We'll just save it again. Just to be sure I've got it. No, I am not going to actually nickname this because it is not a member of my team. We are going to be getting a new member though, and you'll see it soon enough. That soon enough, however, is not today. Actually, it is today. What am I talking about? Not today. Now we'll finally head on up through here. What do you guys say about your old man? I go shopping Pier City occasionally. I have to take the winding trail through Viridian Forest when I go. Wow, so there literally is not any transport. That's irritating. Man, I would hate to live in Kanto. Well, now I've had my coffee, and that's when I need to get going. Coffee? Yeah, we don't do no coffee around here, my guy. We do some nice, good G Fuel. What's that red box you have? Oh, so you're working on a Pokédex. Yeah, what gave you the hint? The narrative? Oh, it'll automatically update when you catch Pokemon. You don't know how to catch... I've just caught 4. Nah, he's gonna show us anyway, whatever. Gotta be kidding me. Alright. I'd still take that over what we were dealing with last time, you know, the GameCube constantly crashing and all that. You know, I'll take that over this any day. Alright, catch your frickin' Weedle. We're gonna catch one ourselves. It's a terrible Pokemon. It's not the Pokemon I'm using on my team, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. Alright, there. Now tell me, was that not educational? No, it wasn't, because I've known about this since, well, I was about to say I've known about this since before he was programmed, but actually FireRed was the first game I caught Pokemon in, so... no, I actually didn't know before he was programmed. Alright, whatever. There are no new Pokemon here on Route 2. All we gotta do is just head into the Viridian Forest, and that is what we're gonna do, folks. Alright, what do you got here? Rattata may be swallowed. Don't understand so we can bite. If you caught one already, I mean, bite's a good move. Just not coming from a Rattata. Or even Eradicate, for that matter. If it was Super Fang, then that's got good multiplayer uses. Alright, welcome to Viridian Forest. First dungeon in the game. First thing we're going to do is go over here. Pudding finds one antidote. That will heal poison, which I don't need to worry about for Bulbasaur, because since Bulbasaur is a poison type itself, it can't be poisoned. But there are other things that I'll need to worry about. Yo! We get it as soon as we walk in. Alright, awesome. I'm not going to take any chances on this. We're just going to pull Pidgey right out. Ah, man. I'll guess we're not going to be weakening this guy at all. Or, well, it's a girl, I guess. Alright, let's just go ahead and catch this. Yes, this Pikachu here is an electric type, and electric types are strong against not grass. They're strong against flying types and a few other types as well, like ground and all that. Water. No, they're not. They're not strong against water at all, or ground at all. I can't talk today. I don't know what is wrong. But, point is that, electric type Pokemon like Pikachu are going to cover a lot of weaknesses that Bulbasaur has. So I think that that would be an ideal use for... that'll be an ideal use for... Or this Pikachu will be an ideal team member, I think. If OBS will unfreeze, I'll actually... yeah. This will unfreeze, I'll finally be able to catch it. There we go. Alright, let's throw our next Pokeball. We got plenty to go. I'm not concerned at all. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, my point was that I think Pikachu will be a great team member to have to cover all of Flagra's weaknesses. Alright. And there we go. Has small electric sacs on its cheek. Oh, it's got sacs on its cheeks? Man, there's sus and then there's that. If threatened, it loses a charge from those sacs. Tisk. I don't know what we're gonna call that yet. We'll be able to nickname our Pokemon again later, so we'll come up with something at some point. Sorry for that TD again. I'll look into that after the stream is over. But for now, we're going to stay on for a while, my guy. Alright, that's Quiet Nature. That's plus special attack minus speed, I think. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Viridian City quick to heal, and I'm going to get Pikachu to level up a little. Because electric types are going to be useful later, but for the time being, we're going to be fighting a lot of ground type Pokemon soon, which Bulbasaur is just going to steamroll those no matter what happens, so we don't really need to get him super high up in the level. He's going to get caught up to Pikachu eventually anyway. And after we get out of Viridian Forest, Pikachu isn't going to be doing any battle at all, because like Pikachu literally cannot hit ground types with electric moves, so we'll just go with the flow, and it'll be good. I saw something. I can just do that anytime I need to skip through something. That's awesome. All right. Alright, now on to actual hidden items here. That over here is a Pokeball, I think. It's either that or a potion. Okay, yeah, it's a potion. The Pokeball I'm thinking of comes later. Over here, though, we do have a lot of Pokemon to catch. I didn't mention it before. Actually, I did mention it. Yeah, antidotes heal poison like Peach just had done to her right now, so we're going to be fine to just go ahead and catch a few Pokemon, level Pikachu up a bit. I think that's what we're going to be doing this time. Okay. Alright, speed, that's pretty self-explanatory. It determines who goes first in battle. Yeah, speed determines who goes first in battle. Special attack and physical attack, those are going to be whether a move is calculated by, like, whether its damage is calculated by either of those moves is determined by the move's type. At least in Generation 3 it is. Later it depends on the actual move itself, but that's beside the point. Defense and special defense are your resistances to those, and speed is who goes first. HP is how much damage you can take. That's honestly, if somebody out there didn't know that, I would be very, very sad for them. Alright. Now, real quick, we're just gonna do that quick. Alright, I went ahead and reinserted the cartridge and everything, so hopefully that'll save something, I guess. What were we about to do? We were about to heal Pudding, or heal Pikachu, I think. Yep. Alright. So here we got a trainer that will actually battle us, and this is where you're going to get a good chunk of XP for your Pokemon. I'm pretty excited for this. Not excited for the battle itself because it's just against a Weedle and I think a Caterpie as well. But as long as we can go without taking much damage, then Pikachu will do fine. Oh, alright, see, I don't like taking critical hits, but when it's a critical hit on my side, that's when I like it. We didn't even get any poison damage. How about that? Awesome. Alright. No more? Okay. Alright. Still no poisoning, so I can't complain. And there we go. See, already level 4. I might regret not healing right now, but we're going to take a chance on it. Maybe I'll heal after this. Let's see. Yeah. I don't have enough HP on Pikachu to be able to take 2 hits from it. We'll just go ahead and... Now we're going to soak up the damage. Paralysis. That will lower the Pokemon's speed and occasionally prevent it from moving in battle altogether. So, really good stuff. Alright, whatever. There, 2 levels in 1 battle. We gained a lot of XP from that. No, Caterpie can't hack it. Yeah, you put him in front of a CIA computer, he ain't gonna know what he's doing. You, what? Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. If I'm a Pokemon trainer, that's the best time to jam out, my guy. I'm gonna jam your eyes out. I'm gonna jam your eyes out. I'm gonna jam your Caterpie's eyes out. I'm gonna surgically give your eyes and your Weedle's eyes to your other Pokemon and jam all 6 of those eyes out. No eye will be left unjammed. Man, I'm probably gonna get put on a no-fly list for that rant. Like I haven't been put on enough of those already. And we get Tail Whip. That will cut physical defense temporarily. So, kind of useful. Not that useful, though. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Ugh. Screw you, AMD. This computer was made by somebody else for me, so, NVIDIA's better than AMD. The whole reason that I'm even using a television for a monitor is because my AMD card kept crashing when I was trying to play ranked Overwatch. And then from there, I got banned from ranked, so I punched my monitor, and then I had to get this. I forgot I only had 1 antidote. I knew I should have bought some. Oh well, this thing can't hurt me at all. Nice. Now I'm pretty sure I won't need it. This is an antidote, right? Yep. Yeah, I know this game way too damn well. Like, for my own good. Let's see here. I'll use our last potion. I'll be able to get another one later, so it's fine. Now, Might be a little bit don't like you go easy. Okay, I won't go easy on you. Don't get upset when I... God, that reminds me of this time when I was a kid where I went to this youth group. I was the oldest kid there. and they had this game called Knock Hockey. Like, it was basically where it's a wooden table, and you got like these handheld hockey sticks that are like about the length of this G Fuel bottle. And so you basically knock the hockey puck around, and it's basically air hockey, except it's not air hockey. It's knock hockey. And at some point, I was saying to this kid, 'cause like he was 4 and I was 8, 9. I go, it's time for my secret killer technique, and because he didn't want me to go easy on him either, like this guy said he did. I go, okay, it's time for my secret killer technique, and so I just take the board, and so I just took the board, and I was like, earthquake technique, and started shaking the board until the puck went through his goal. And he just started wailing. It was hilarious. I'm a dick, I know, but it was hilarious. There was an attempt to make that not happen. Oh, dude! I just realized something from looking at this. And now my whole freaking and now I've got to start over. Wonderful, man! This is not going well. What were we... Oh, screw it. We'll just speed up again, I guess. Like, yeah. Like I said, I know I'm a dick for doing that. I know I'm a dick for laughing about it. I don't even care, though, because it was awesome. It wasn't awesome, but it was hilarious. Alright, we can catch this at least. Do 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 do. Damn, I knew you could speed up with this, but I didn't realize that it I didn't realize that it took, I didn't realize that when you sped up with this, that it changed the pitch of the music. The Pokemon music sounds way too different when it's at a high pitch like this. But yeah, I know I was a dick for laughing about that. I know I was a dick for doing it, but you know what? It was fun. It was awesome. So, I'm gonna keep laughing about it. And we're going to keep enjoying ourselves. Don't you dare put... Oh, we get that antidote right away. Come on. I didn't have time for this. Oh, God. Am I seriously gonna die because of holding on by 1 HP? Alright, now we're fine. Well, on the flip side, we don't have to catch, we don't really have to catch anything else. I mean, if we find... You can find Weedle and Kakuna, or you can find Kakuna and Metapod, which are the evolved forms of Weedle and Caterpie in here, too. So, I mean, if I find one of them, I'd catch it just so I don't have to evolve another Pokemon, but... Honestly, the fact that I don't... We can just go right ahead and... Or the fact that I don't have to catch them, we can just go right ahead and go right through this. It's awesome. Alright. Come on, unfreeze, please. Of course, as soon as I pull my phone out, it starts working again. Unbelievable. Yeah, see, like, here's the... Well, we already fought one of these. But, yeah, this is the Cocoon I was talking about. If we're able to catch one of these, that'll save me some time, but... I'm not necessarily upset if we can't catch one. Alright. Alright, let's play Knock Hockey with this guy and use our secret killer earthquake technique. I can't get over that, man. I was literally shaking the board, and like I was taller than him too, so he couldn't even stop me. And I'm going killer technique, and he starts bawling. And so the camp counselor comes over, and he's like, "What the hell's going on over here?" And I go, "It's my secret killer technique," and the kid's wailing, going, "Yeah, he was doing his secret technique, and I can't beat it." And he goes, "Alright, if you guys aren't going to play nice, then you don't even get to play it anymore." And yeah, they took the Knock Hockey away. I never saw it again. Never saw anybody play it again, ever, anywhere in my life. But yeah, I never noticed it, but apparently it looks from how high up, or from how big the resolution in front of me is, it seems like the game is in an isometric view. Alright, hey, did you know the Pokemon evolved? They're lots of fun. Yeah, they are. Especially fun beating up evolved Pokemon that give you twice as much XP as the normal ones, or the unevolved ones. I'm gonna speed it soon. Damn hiccups. And that's my impersonation of me having to do the same battles 3 times in a row. Alright, and that's that. There we go. Down here, this is, yeah, it's a potion. So, yeah, what do you think about that? We came in here with 2 potions, we're gonna leave here with 3 potions. And we're going to leave here with 3 potions. This guy actually is going to have something to say to us by the time we get our next potion, but I'm going to get it first. Just because it's funny to pick it up and then battle this guy. He's the only trainer you're actually supposed to fight here at all. You can skip all the other ones, but you can't skip him. Hey, wait up! What's the hurry? What's the rush? Well, I'm the protagonist, so my rush, dude. If I'm not playing this game, you do not exist. Anytime I press the off button, you and your little Weedle there literally fade out of existence. I am Thanos, alright? If I snap the off button, you and everyone you know disappear temporarily. It's only when I snap the button back on that you guys come back into existence, only to do nothing except stand there and be an NPC for my electric mouse to beat up on. And so yeah, what's the hurry? I'm literally giving you life, my guy. That's the hurry. So yeah, go ahead and shoot your little string if that makes you feel better. Alright. I give, you're good. Damn right, I'm good. I know. Alright, now this guy. Sometimes you find stuff hidden on the ground. I'm looking for the stuff I dropped. Can you help me? Well, yeah. I mean, I did find your potion, but, I'm the protagonist. It's mine now. Alright, what do you got? Have you noticed the skinny trees on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move right here. Yeah, no, we're totally not getting that too late at all. Like, that definitely shouldn't be the first thing we were able to do. In here, I think maybe you can find Caterpie and Weedle, but I'm not entirely sure. I've never actually tried to catch anything. What do you got? There are many serious trainers around here. They're all like bug catchers, you know, just hobbyists. But Pewter City's Brock isn't like that, not one bit. Yeah, okay, Brock is our first, like, real boss battle, by the way. And, as you might have guessed by his name, he uses rock types. So, as I said, Pikachu's going in the back for a little while. But Pikachu is staying in the party. Everyone else, however, is, well, going away for a while. You're fired, and you're fired. Thank you for your service. You will not be appreciated. Well, you'll be appreciated in about 5 towns over from now when I start getting good items for filling my Pokédex here. If you try to leave town, then you will be directed to go to the Pokemon gym. And if you talk to this guy, if you check out the museum, yes. Weren't those fossils from Mount Moon amazing? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't actually see them, but I'm the protagonist, so I'm allowed to lie to you. Mount Moon is our next dungeon, but if you say no to that guy, he'll literally drag you to the museum against your will, and honestly, I was kind of hoping I'd have more money than that. Whatever, we're going to get plenty of money soon. And it's just now occurring to me that the battle against Brock is going to take a little bit. I forgot that Charmander and Squirtle learn Ember and Bubble respectively at level 7, but Bulbasaur only gets Leech Seed, and that's a waiting game. Alright, stop right there, kid. You're 10,000 light years from facing Brock. Well, oh yeah? Well, I'm going to send you to infinity and beyond. Alright. Geodude here, that is half rock type and half ground type, and if we... at level 10, Flogger is going to learn how to use Vine Whip, which is a grass type 40 power move, and that's one of the moves that's actually going to do direct damage instead of having to wait for Leech Seed to run its course. Now, let's see if Growl can... maybe. Don't you dare crash on me again. So I'm gonna crash out. Just as I thought. That was way too close for comfort. I'm gonna heal, actually. If I used another growl on him, it probably would have been fine, but I'm not risking it, because Flagra... If I don't get Flagra to level 10 now, then he's gonna have to go into Viridian Forest and battle all the Weedles and Caterpies of the world, and I would really rather not have to do that. You know, like I said, trainer Pokemon just take so much... They just give you so much more XP. They're it's much more efficient to battle against trainers when you're training your Pokemon. Do 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 do. I guess while I'm here, I might as well talk about some wrestling. Honestly, the fact that they turned John Cena heel, like, now... It's honestly pretty ingenious. So, like, they knew how long everybody has wanted Cena to be heel, and they waited until 20 years, and now he has the actual perfect story that he's literally been the babyface for WWE for 20 plus years, and yet nobody ever backed him as a face the way that they backed guys like Daniel Bryan or The Rock or Stone Cold, or... Like, he literally sacrificed everything to be a babyface for the company. The fans didn't appreciate it. So now Cena's basically giving us a reason to boo him now. It's, like I said, ingenious long-term storytelling. Next up, we got a Sandshrew that's only ground type, and ground doesn't resist normal like rock does. So here we're able to just do some good damage. So now that'll make things a hell of a lot easier. And yeah, I guess it looks like we probably are going to get Bulbasaur up to level 10 and teach it Vine Whip. I can't wait for that to happen. I don't think I'm going to get rid of Tackle right away, though, because you can only use Vine Whip 10 times at a time. And after that, we'd be back in the same situation that we're in right now, where we're relying on Leech Seed to do all our damage. So, yeah, eventually Bulbasaur is going to get plenty of good moves that it can use, or Flagra, I should say, because it's going to evolve pretty soon as well. But I think that for now we're good just keeping things the way that they are. Why is my Game Boy operator freeze? This is annoying. Come on. Alright, time to... Oh, wait, we already get Vine Whip. Okay, cool. I forgot about that. I was thinking about how Squirtle doesn't get Water Gun until level 13, and when it gets it, you have to actually delete a move, because you can only have 4 at a time. Alright, no more messing around. Let's go ahead and catch ourselves a freaking... and win ourselves a freaking gym badge, baby. Alright, so you're here. I'm Brock. I'm Pewter City's gym leader. My rock-hard willpower is evident, even in my Pokemon. Okay, I do not need to know about your rock-hard willpower, dude. That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type. Okay, fine. Foo-ah, you're gonna challenge me, you'll lose? Well, that's the trainer's honor that compels you to. Fine then, show me your best. Alright, bring it. Bring it. Let's Brock and roll, my guy. Alright, so he's basically going to have the same team as that last guy we fought, except -1 Pokemon. So, not really the same team at all. Like I said, if you have a Squirtle or a Bulbasaur, then Brock is not even a challenge. Now, if you have Charmander, he's going to be a very big challenge. Like, I remember, as a kid, not really paying attention to stats and type matchups and everything. I just picked up Charmander. And that was that. So I didn't catch a Mankey or anything to deal with Brock. And he has a rock type move called Rock Tomb that does 50 damage to you per turn and cuts your speed, or per move use and cuts your speed. And he killed me and my Charmander with that so many times that my Charmander got... Like, it was it evolved into a Charmeleon, and it was all the way up to level 29 by the time I was ready to actually evolve it. Unbelievable. Or by the time I finally got the gym badge. Unbelievable. Alright, wait, take this with you too. And speaking of Rock Tomb, here we get a TM to teach it. A TM contains a technique for a Pokemon. Using it will teach Pokemon to a move, but it's only good for one use, so think carefully. Anyway, it teaches Rock Tomb, hurls boulders, and lowers speed. So yeah, neither of my Pokemon can learn it right now, but maybe that'll change in the future. Maybe it won't. We will see. So it's been about an hour 15. I think we're gonna... I do want to do tier lists and such, but I think I'll wait a little bit, wait to kind of grow our chat and our channel a little before we start doing that more. What I definitely want to do is get on over here and buy some more Pokeballs. We'll buy 10 of these, or 8, I guess. Alright, we'll buy 5. Buy 5. How many potions do we still have? 2? Alright, antidotes. We have antidotes. We've got, well... we're gonna buy 2 antidotes and 2 paralyze heals. That's the executive decision that I'm making. Honestly, I'm a lot less concerned about paralysis than I am about antidote or about poison. But I am gonna need those by the time we get to our next dungeon. Or for our next dungeon, rather. The museum has absolutely no purpose whatsoever. There is something you can get there later, but... well, we're not going to worry about that. Oh, pudding! I'm glad I caught up to you. I'm Professor Oak's aide. I've been asked to deliver this, so here you go. And we get the running shoes. Awesome. Pudding switched it on. Press B button to run, but only where there's room to. So yeah, it wasn't until Gen 4, which is the game that follows this, that you were able to run indoors, but the fact that you can run at all is such a godsend, dude. I swear. Like, look at how much faster we can go. Alright, before we do anything else, I want to quickly put Pikachu back in the front, because, like I was saying, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon that we're going to be fighting on this journey that grass types just aren't really well equipped to handle, and this is where that's going to start to become apparent. Like, don't worry, Bulbasaur's still going to have a purpose pretty much the entire game through, but of course I forgot to heal. Sod's law, man. If something can't go wrong, it will. Let's... screw this. We're soft resetting. I already, I know where we saved. I can just quickly scoot on over to the Pokemon Center. It's kind of annoying, honestly, that they don't automatically heal your team after every gym battle. I think that does happen in later games, but if it should really happen, it really should have happened as early as Generation 2. I get why it wouldn't have happened in Gen 1, because Gen 1 was already, like, rigged in your favor immensely, but... Now, here's something. It wasn't until, like, 5 years ago or so that I realized that these NPCs here are holding Game Boys. Game Boy Advances. I really want a Pikachu, so I'm trading my Clefairy for one. And then he says, I'm trading my Pokemon with that kid there. I had 2 Pikachu, so I figured I might as well trade one. Yeah. Like, I should have picked it up later, because if you get the kid to turn around, then you see he's wearing a pink shirt. But I always thought that the Game Boy that he's holding was like a gray shirt with like a black T coming out of the top, and that the hands that he's holding the Game Boy with were just teeny little, his arms sticking out. I never caught that until a little while ago. What? Team Rocket is at Mount Moon, huh? I'm on the phone! Scram! Alright, geez, Mr. Wilson, take a damn chill pill, my guy. Ooh, there's actually a little Easter egg here that I could show you right next to this town map. So, in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, which is the game that came out before this, there's a NPC that's standing next to a town map in one of those Pokemon centers, just like this girl. And there's not, well, I guess you can call it DLC. There's exclusive content in Ruby and Sapphire that you need to talk to that person in order to access. And part of that process involves he'll give you a questionnaire to fill out with specific words from the in-game vocabulary. And the way that it works is that you tell him the words "mystery event is exciting," and from there he'll if you have access to some data, then giving him that questionnaire answer will allow you to access that data. No such data exists in FireRed and Leaf Green, but that girl over there is an Easter egg. She will ask you to fill out a questionnaire, and if you answer it with "mystery event is exciting," then she'll say to you, that phrase is familiar. My cousin from far away used to say that a lot, I think. So, just a nice little callback or a little Easter egg, you know. Early games Pokemon has a lot of those references, and I really like it a lot. Not as much as I like beating the shit out of Pidgeys, though. So what do you say we electrocute this Pidgey and make ourselves a nice big squab? Speaking of which, has anyone in chat ever actually had squab before? Because I never have. I think I've obviously had chicken, and I've obviously had turkey. And I've had duck twice before, but I've never eaten squab. That's like pretty much the only game fowl that I've never eaten. I mean, I guess I suppose any game fowl is really edible. Like, as long as you cook it well enough, but I don't know. That's like something I gotta hear about now. Next time Spider-Fan gets in here, I gotta ask him if he's ever eaten, like, if he's ever eaten seagull or peacock or, I mean, I guess I could ask anybody. That's like the common question of the day. What's the weirdest game bird fowl that you've ever eaten? Like I was saying, though, this is going to be around the time that Pikachu's resourcefulness is going to start shining through, because it's strong against flying types, which Bulbasaur isn't good about dealing with at all, and you know, it just stands up to a lot of Bulbasaur's weakness as well, I think. And to be real with you, we're not going to be adding another team member for quite some time. So the sooner we can add that on, the better, you know? Do 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 do. Waiting to use another attack is doo doo. Jalen Miner, Daquan Loco here. Yeah, we'll take quick attack. It's not that good of a move, but figure I could use it more effectively than if I used Growl. Because I never used Growl once. Growl's a pointless move in single player. Not even in multiplayer is it any good. Go ahead and heal that poison quick. Ba-da-dum bum. Ba-da-da-dum. Alright. And Bugcatcher Colton was defeated. Now, he said I saw you in Viridian Forest. This game is actually a remake of the original Ruby, or the original Red and Blue. And in Red and Blue, the NPC trainers that you battle, like the Bugcatchers, they don't have actual names. They're all, instead of saying you're challenged by Bugcatcher Colton or Youngster Ben, it'll just say you're challenged by Bugcatcher or Youngster. So when he says I saw you in the Viridian Forest, like, you don't have a name to remember him by, or to not remember him by. So it actually makes sense that he'd say I saw you in the Viridian Forest, then go, oh, you beat me again. Damn hiccups. Alright, just go ahead and quick attack that. I don't really want to deal with Rattata biting into my lower defense here. Ekans, alright. That's the first pure poison type we've run into so far. Not really that good of a Pokemon at all. It's good in later games, I guess, but not when it doesn't, like... Not when it doesn't learn any good moves, because Poison seriously doesn't have access to anything worthwhile in Generation 3. Like, well, that's not true. In Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, you get the Sludge Bomb TM pretty early, I guess, but in Fire Red and Leaf Green, you don't get to teach any of your Pokemon Sludge Bomb through TM until the post-game. And I'm not just talking post-game. I'm talking, like, late post-game. Like, by the time you get access to TM that teaches your Pokemon Sludge Bomb, which, as of this point in the series, is the strongest Poison-type move, it's not even worth it to teach it to your Pokemon in the first place. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, go on out there, Flagra. Show me what you got. I guess we'll just have to go through these guys, and there's a Pokemon Center not far from here. We'll just go ahead and get on with that. I will be right back. I need some water. Alright. Bug catcher Greg. Okay, let's see here. Greg, where are Roderick and Manny? I gotta... Yeah, you shouldn't be battling with crummy bug types that I'm gonna beat in one hit even without Pikachu in the mix. You gotta get back home and start writing your Wimpy Kid books, Greg. You know, I actually just not long ago saw that they're still publishing Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Like, I remember when the first book came out. Back when we had Scholastic book fairs and there was some good stuff in those books, honestly. I still read them every now and then. I forgot I could speed up. Oh, crap. I forgot he has Kakuna and they use Harden all the time. I'm going to do less damage with each passing turn. Alright, whatever. That's what Leech Seed is for. It's not a good amount of damage, but it's a consistent amount of damage, so that is good enough for me. Alright, let's get this going. Oh, damn, I didn't even notice how close Flagra is to evolving. It'll evolve into Ivysaur pretty soon, actually. Level 16 is all it needs. Man, I was kind of hoping to get some XP for Pikachu, but Pikachu will do fine in Mount Moon. I might just keep Bulbasaur out for a little bit longer. Or Flagra, excuse me. I gotta be more consistent. Alright. If I had new Pokemon, I would have won. Dude, the whole reason that you didn't win is because you had new Pokemon. New Pokemon are weak. Do 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 do. Oh, Battle Youth, the Pokemon I just caught. Wow. So someone else who doesn't listen to reason, I literally just said it that freshly caught Pokemon are weaker than trained ones. I wouldn't say I'm qualified to go into the inner workings of the game, the ins and outs of it, but there's actually method to what I'm saying, that Pokemon that you catch are not as strong as Pokemon that you caught and then raised. Well, I mean, actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, it probably makes perfect sense for no reason at all, other than common sense. But common sense isn't common, and that's why it makes no sense that they call it common sense. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit, or make this go a little faster is what I meant. I'm not actually going to speed it this time. Alright. I'm going to ruin Metapod for all of you right now. If you look at it very carefully and you just kind of let your eyes go blurry, then if you ignore the fact that it has an eye, then it looks like it could be an open hand and an arm reaching down. And now you can't unsee it. Ha! I'm a jerk. Alright, now that's finally over. one more level and then we're good. Poison powder I don't want. I am going to let it learn sleep powder, though. That's going to be useful for catching Pokemon, because if you paralyze, poison, or burn a Pokemon, then it will only... You'll have a 1.5 chance of catching it on top of whatever damage you did. But from sleep and freeze, it has a ×2 chance of catching. Done like dinner. And now we're getting into some new Pokemon encounters. Let's see here. That is not one of them. I wish I could have caught Spearow much earlier on, though. Or that earlier. You know what I'm trying to say. Again, a Pidgey I don't need. There's basically 2 new Pokemon you can catch here. Technically 3, but we're getting ahead of ourselves talking about that, and I'll explain what the reason for that is later. Alright, come on. New Pokemon. Let's go. So you find Jigglypuff here, you find both Nidorans. If you're playing FireRed like I am, then Nidoran male is going to be the more common of the two, at coming in at 6%. I think, actually no, it's 10%. 10% of the time you'll find it, and then FireRed, you'll find the female variant 1% of the time, and then the opposite is true if you're playing Leaf Green. There's another area later in the game where you can find Nidoran female very easily in FireRed and Leaf Green, and if you catch a... If you catch a if you catch more than one Nidoran male in FireRed, that you can actually trade one with an NPC to get a female one free of charge later. Come on, just stop freezing! Wait, why am I battling this? I don't need to. What I need to do is find a freaking Jigglypuff here. That would really help. Or a Nidoran, that would be fine too. I need both of them either way, because I gotta be able to catch them. Yo! Yo! Hold on one sec. Hold up one mother... Bro, okay. I don't even care that... Okay, you know what? I might use this on my team out now. I don't even know. Oh god, I only have 10 Pokeballs though. Can I catch a level 6 Spearow that's asleep? Come on. Darn it, no, come on. That is a shot. There is a 1 in 8,192 chance of catching that. Oh, come on, bro. What do I have else? What else do I have? Just Pikachu, right? And it's dead. Oh, man. Oh, God. If this thing faints, I'm screwed. If I can't catch it, we're... Oh, man. Come on. Please just catch this. I've never... 1, 2, 3. Fuck it. Motherfucking shiny, my God. That's literally what those are called. Oh, man. Alright, we're saving that. I don't even... Should I use this? Well, should I catch that and use it... Or keep that and use it for my team? Because I might, honestly. In fact, I'm saving twice. Dude, I can't believe it. Because I actually did have another flying type Pokemon in mind that I was going to use for that. And that is exactly why I was going to save twice, because now we're frozen. Man, that is definitely... I've definitely got to clip that when that comes out. Alright, come on. Alright. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Spearow. Oh, timid. Okay, so that means it's plus speed minus attack. I've got to think about this, because... Because I have another Pokemon for a flying type in mind that I want to use, but we're not going to be able to use it till later. Okay, here's what we're going to do. How's this? We're going to keep Spearow in the party as an honorary team member for now, and then we have a normal Spearow. And from there... no, honestly, no. I don't want to use it. I mean, I want to use it, but at the same time, the other Pokemon that I have in mind, like... Okay, here we go. We got a Jigglypuff now. Alright, let's just go ahead and put her to sleep quick. Like, the Pokemon that I'm thinking about using as my flying type, we're not going to be able to get it for a little bit, but at the same time, it's just... If I don't use it now, then I'm not going to have another... It's not a Pokemon that you can typically use in normal playthroughs. So if I don't use it then I'm not going to be able to use it in another Pokemon journey later on. So, oh, dude. Can you imagine if that was my shiny Spearow we just caught? That would have been soul-crushing if I had actually killed it there. Or Amberry. That will, if it's a hold item you equip to your Pokemon, and it'll restore 10 HP when you get below a certain threshold. Alright. Ah, Jigglypuff, the original Vor fetish. Alright, let's see here. Now, what to do here? Like, Spearow, I don't really like its shiny that much either. Like, I like Spearow's shiny, and that's why I'm hesitant to use it. Like, Spearow we could use in several other playthroughs. Like, several other games. And it's on top of that, it's a physical attacker as well, which I don't have any of right now, but I also don't really need any, because we're going to have... Like, if I follow through with my original team plans, then we're going to have physical attackers eventually in the not-too-distant future. And... we don't really even need... Like, the main reason that you would have a flying type on your team in the early game is to deal with grass types. And we don't really even need to worry about grass types at all. It's not really that serious. 54? Alright. It's not a good amount of XP, but we'll deal with it anyway. I'd say that. So we've got Pikachu and Flagra. So on top of that, I've got about 3 other team members chosen right now. So I think our bases are pretty well covered. My other thing too is that. Actually, I gotta think about this for a minute. Dude, hearing the music there when it's sped up kind of it sounds like the Pac-Man, the wee 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 sound that Pac-Man makes, or not Pac-Man, but like the maze sound. You know what I'm talking about. All right. See, so that's 130 speed and 105 attack versus alright, we've almost got calculations done. Yeah, we're gonna have our Spearow as an honorary team member. It's gonna be like a mascot of sorts, I guess, but the flying type that I picked for this team is just much faster and much stronger than Spearow ever becomes. So I don't mind waiting a little bit longer to get my flying type. We're gonna. Okay, here we go. Nidoran. All right. So we got one of the two. We got one of the 2 Nidorans now, and I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to catch this one, and then that's going to be that. I'm not even going to evolve this because we're going to be able to catch his evolution later on. Come on! Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, that was annoying. Well, we still have our shiny Spearow mascot at least, so that's all well and good. I think we have it, right? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Okay, you know what? Forget this. I'm making an executive decision. We're just going to go without catching any Nidoran. Because like I said, there's going to be another place where we can catch them later on, and they're going to be much easier to find there. Right over here we've got something good. This is a Persimmon. It's based on the real-life fruit, the persimmon. If your Pokemon gets confused in battle, then it'll have a potential to attack itself, and that does damage to you, so you don't want that to happen. It also prevents you from attacking your enemy. So, basically, alright, we got another Pokemon here we can catch, and that's Zubat, the flying poison type. A not too great Pokemon right now because it doesn't evolve, and it can't evolve in this area, or in this game. It can later, but not, I should be more specific. It can't evolve until post-game, and that's kind of crummy. Right here, you got a TM Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed is a useless move. It's a grass-type move that hits continuously, but it does piddly damage. So, ooh, a Clefairy? Okay. This is kind of rare. It's not really a good Pokemon to use in single player, but I'm all for catching it for our Pokédex, you know? Let's see here. And just like that, now we have 10 Pokemon, so that's the first completion threshold that we need to pass, so kudos to us for getting there. Up here we got Paralyze Heal, very nice. I was not hoping to run into a Pokemon there. I suppose I have only myself to blame for choosing to run, but whatever. We'll do a quick attack this time. Okay. I was a little worried when it was going all the way down, so I was like, damn. Pikachu's not that strong. Physically, anyway. Yeah, boy's thirsty again. I swear, sitting here talking for 2 hours straight puts a real number on your voice. Yeah, gives you cotton mouth, you know, it's whatever. Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? I'll show you suspicious men. Or Men in Black. They'll hit you with the Neuralizer. I think that's Men in Black, right? Is the Neuralizer from Men in Black, or is that from the Matrix? I get the two mixed up constantly. Except for the red and blue pills. I know those are the Matrix, but like Will Smith has the frickin' little thing that when you forget everything. Like, is that Men in Black? I'm like already getting tired of this shit. Come on. Unfreeze, please. Alright, now level 12. Pretty decent special attack for a level 12, I'd say. 18, you know, not too bad. Pikachu's going to learn a really good electric move in about 12 levels, or 14 levels when it gets to level 26. Yeah, it gets Thunderbolt, actually, and that's kind of the reason why I picked Pikachu for this instead of Jolteon. It's just for the simple fact that Jolteon doesn't learn any electric moves through leveling up until level 56 or 52 when it learns Thunder, but Pikachu gets Thunderbolt pretty early on, so you know, that's the clear favorite here. And there we go, we got our third Pokemon that we can catch here, and with that our collection will be done. Just hawk a few. Let's hawk a few quick attacks at it. Hawk it at the Geodude like they're like it's a wall that 7-year-old Ben is hawking Hot Wheels at. I swear, that's got to be like the best pastime ever for a boy growing up in the early 2000s, was to just take your Hot Wheels down to the basement, hawk them at the wall, dent it all up, and then Dad comes home and goes, "Who's busting up my walls?" Fun shit. It's very. Alright, I swear to God, dude. Like, Chem Nation Chris uses the same Game Boy operator I'm using. Not literally the same unit, but like the same type of thing. And I never see this happen on his show, so I don't know what he does that I'm not doing, but alright. Alright. This girl I know for a fact has a level 14 Clefairy, so I think I'm going to put Flagra in the front for this. Because if he doesn't get enough XP to level up and evolve with from this, then he will in due time. What? I'm waiting for my friends to... Why don't you just say what you're waiting for? Yeah, so like all these last trainers, they'll either have normal type Pokemon or they'll have like a lot of grass types. Do. And just like I predicted, a level 14 Clefairy. I have been playing this game way too many times. Like, by this phase of my life, I've probably put 1,000 hours into Pokemon fight. Well, I'd say it's probably closer to 10,000 hours of my life that I've put into Pokemon. And I'd say that 1,500 of those hours were probably FireRed alone. Like, I've gotten max hours on X version. Well, it's not version anymore, but I've gotten max hours on Pokemon X. I've gotten max hours on FireRed before. I've gotten a couple of games up to the max timer, which it stops counting game time at 999 hours and 59 minutes. But not that that's important for anything other than proving what a fucking nerd I am. Alright, well I guess Bulbasaur is going to be out front a little bit longer. Fine with me. Do. this isn't the correct path that you're supposed to go, but I'm following it anyway. There are some good items that you can get here if you follow the unbeaten path. And I was wrong. There's actually one more Pokemon you can catch that I didn't fail to mention, because it's a very forgettable one. This is Paris, and Paris is not a good Pokemon at all. It's not worth using. It's not worth raising. It's not even worth looking at, to be honest. It's double weak to flying type moves as a grass bug type, and it's also double weak to fire type moves as a grass bug type. As a grass type, it's weak to ice, it's weak to poison, and as a bug type, it's weak to rock. This thing is absolutely horrid. I'm using it, or I'm catching it for one single reason. Not so that it can be our mascot, like Spearow will be, but so that it can use HM moves for me. Basically, HMs are moves that help you access part of the game that when you teach them to your Pokemon will never be able to forget them without using drastic measures, and they're not very strong moves generally either. So Paris can learn two of the most commonly used ones, Flash and Cut. So we're going to go ahead and get an HM user out of Paris, and for a terrible Pokemon with a terribly unfulfilling purpose, it's fitting that we give it a terrible name. I dub thee Paris Hilton. And it goes straight into the box. Awesome. But, as you see up there, Team Rocket is waiting for us, and we actually have a good reason to be coming down here and fighting them. You know, we don't need to deal with them yet, but we're doing it anyway. Oh my god. We're doing it anyway because okay, this isn't the item I was thinking of. It's good to get this one anyway, but not what I was thinking of. Ooh, and I forgot to heal that paralysis. I should probably get right on that. Oh wait, yeah, that is it. Alright, Star Piece, awesome. That's a good item. It doesn't have any practical use, but you can sell that to a shop for $4,900. Which, I actually do need money, like a lot of money in this game, so we're gonna keep that $4,900, and it's gonna go a long way. Like, as far as team building is concerned. And with that, we're almost ready to see our new and improved Bulbasaur. I think this guy has a Sandshrew, so that'll be easy to get the XP off of. Let's see here, you want to help a brother out? Alright, we Team Rocket are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. I don't know if you strike fear with your strength. You definitely strike something. And I wouldn't say it's a good thing either. Yeah, he does have a Sandshrew. Alright, awesome. Well, we'll go right ahead and get that last 100 XP to evolve Flagra. What do you say? Then we'll pull him back in, and I think Pikachu can use a little love. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. That's tough. I got a quick attack. We can make decent work of that. Thank you. And Zubat. I don't have confidence that I'm going to be able to outspeed a Zubat, so we'll just go ahead and solve that problem there. Well, that's why I picked up that Persian Berry. I knew I was going to need to use it. Alright, let's get into the berry pouch here. There we go. Astonish is a useless move. Go die. Oh, we could have outsped it. Oh. Whatever. It wouldn't have worked anyway. Leech Life until Generation 7 was a terrible move. Bug type move does... Nowadays it does 80 damage base, but last time it only did... In this game it only does about 20. It's not good. Alright, yeah, you blew it. You blew a lot. Alright, Flagra is evolving. Alright. Congratulations, your Flagra has evolved into Ivysaur. We'll save that progress. I'm gonna refill the water. I need some more G Fuel. I haven't streamed in several months, so I forgot how much energy it actually takes out of you. Alright, let's get my headset back on here. While I wait for my freaking water to drink filter out, and I'll make some G Fuel, and y'all will be able to watch me. Not that you really need to see me do it, but, you know, I'm a slave to my passions. I can't help myself. Alright, this guy... I don't have any Pokemon that can deal with him, actually, so... Ah, darn it! Don't sneak up on you! You're the one who... Alright, just for that, I don't have the means to deal with a Steel type right now, but I'm gonna figure a way out, you know. We're doing it one way or another. Alright, Vine Whip the crap out of him. Got that, Flagra, you're a Celestial Dragon, and this dude is a frickin' people who know where I was going with that will know. This guy also has a Voltorb, I think is his second Pokemon, so that's going to be a bit easier to deal with. Though, again, I would really rather have not had to do any of it. Alright. Come on. Ah, great. Now I'm out of PP for freaking Vine Whip. Awesome. No, that's why I kept holding on to... That's why I held on to Tackle for a bit longer. So, yeah, folks, this is one of my rituals, I guess you could say. Alright, player defeated Joven. Not sure why I was about to say John. My Pokemon won't do. Yeah, nothing will do you, if you know what I mean. Alright. Let's get Pikachu out front again. Now that we're able to actually heal it. Nice. Alright. So, you do actually want to come down here, not because you want to fight that bug catcher necessarily, but because you want to pick up that rare candy. That right there is useful. This is an escape rope. Basically, that is a single-use item that will immediately kick you out of the dungeon and send you back to whichever way you came in. So it's good for getting lost in a dungeon. You need to heal right away, but you're low on healable items or whatever. Alright. To tell you the truth, I don't really want to battle anything at all right now. I'm going to probably... Because, like, I just want to get to the next town. There's a few required battles we need to do, but I think... there's a Pokemon that I want to add to our team later that is going to be pretty low level when we get it, so... I think I'll save a few battles, and then once we do get this Pokemon, which will probably be in another stream or two... we'll... always gotta interrupt me, dude. Alright, here we have a Moonstone. This is our first example of a consumable, like, element stone. Peculiar stone that makes a certain species of Pokemon evolve. Yes, certain Pokemon will evolve, not if you level them up, but if you use items on them, like Jigglypuff here. So, we're going to get another check marked off on our Pokédex, I think. And just like that, we've got a Wigglytuff, and it is nowhere near as powerful as it would be in Mystery Dungeon. In fact, Wigglytuff is one of the worst normal types you could ever use. I've tried to use it in past playthroughs, but it never gets the job done. Very physically weak, very low damage output. And even Clefable, it's supposed to be a tank, but Clefable, the Pokemon that Clefairy will evolve into with a Moonstone, just does that role much better. And I don't really need a Clefable for anything, so I'm not even going to use one. Alright. Ah, that is the spot. Nice minty watermelon juice. There is going to be another moonstone you can actually find in here right away. So if you caught a Nidoran and you evolved it, because it evolves pretty quick, it evolves level 16, then you can evolve those Pokemon by moonstones as well. So you would be able to get a fully evolved Nidoking or Queen right away. I already have Bulbasaur though, or Ivysaur now, and it's a grass poison type, so I've already got one. Like that, I already have one poison type. There's no reason for me to add a second one. I'm debating on whether I want to use that rare candy. I didn't even go into what rare candies do. Those will automatically raise your Pokemon level by 1. I don't know if I want to use that or not, though. I kind of do. We'll quickly sneak past this guy. Do. Come on, man. Alright, I'm speeding this. Truth be told, we're getting close to the end of the dungeon. There's not really any amount of, like, pressing matters that need to be seen here. Like, we'll have to require battles that we'll do later, but... And my headphones are dead. That's irritating. Man, 40 hours of battery life, my ass. Well, we're almost done here anyway. Like, we got, I think, 45 minutes to go. We did a lot, though. That's going to leave a mark. Yep. We caught our channel's mascot, our Spearow here, our shiny one. Might as well give her honorary battle. Yo, I didn't think she was actually... Okay. I see it. Still not using this on my team, but I see it. She's our little mascot. Back to what... But yeah, we got our first Pokemon. We started our playthrough. We got the first gym badge, and we may... possibly get the second gym badge by the end of this journey as well, or by the end of this stream today as well. We did a lot. And I appreciate everybody who came out and, kind of lurked. Thank you to Frogman for chatting. Appreciate that, big dog. I'm gonna get some clips going to kind of get the hype up. I got a few clips from the VODs channel that we will get on the main channel here. I've got the Fearow that we're gonna clip, or the shiny Spearow that we're gonna clip. That it's gonna be a good one, But we will be live again on third. Gotta look at my schedule here. No, I'm bad. Yeah, aren't we all, Bubba? Aren't we all? Let's head on over here and grab the second moonstone you find here. I guess I'll go ahead and evolve Clefable too, you know, might as well. Because, like, I'm not going to be able to catch any of the Nidoran Pokemon until much later, and even when we do catch them, it's gonna be a while before we get any more moonstones to use on them, so, you know, why not? Yeah, we will be live next week, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Or no, yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Noon to 3 p.m. or longer Eastern Standard Time, depending on how I'm feeling. You know, I would go longer tonight, but unfortunately my headset's dead and it's kind of annoying, so... Hey, I found these fossils. They're both mine. Okay, Bubba. We'll just see about that. I happen to know that I have the divine intervention of being the protagonist on my side, so I think I'm just gonna impose my will on you and take what is rightfully yours. I better heal that. I just now realized that's not looking good. And I don't have a way to heal. Awesome. Let's go ahead and leech seed him. That's not really going to do much for me in the long run, but... Actually, wait, what am I saying? If he's only doing 4 damage per pop from those tackles, then I could sleep powder him and then we can just stall him out. I are totally smart. Let's see here. I'll tackle this guy. Not much longer, folks, I promise. Ooh, level 18. Nice. I didn't realize he was that close. I've actually been looking more at the monitor that has the chat on it, or that has OBS on it, than I have the monitor that has the full game screen that I can actually see the XP bar on. Well, I mean, I can still see the XP bar, but, you know, my face cam is covering half of it, so... Alright, we'll each take a fossil, no being greedy. Now, both of these are going to become rock-water type Pokemon. Ammonite is a much more special-oriented Pokemon, good speed and good special attack. If you choose the Dome Fossil, then you get a Kabuto, which is very physically attack-oriented, but it's very slow and it doesn't learn good moves. Neither of these Pokemon really learn good moves, honestly, but they're both kinda, well, I wasn't going to use either of them anyway. There is something else that we may need to remember this fossil thing for later, but for the time being, I say we collect an antidote and quit this cavern. That was not what I meant by quit this cavern, my guy. I'd beat him if I had enough PP for for freaking Vine Whip, but I don't, so. And we are outside. Yay, awesome. Okay, now hidden item around here, right there, in fact. That is a great ball. You can catch a Pokemon with that, as the name would entail. It's slightly better than a Pokeball, but not by much. I'll use that for something later. Raspberry, that is useless to us. It's good for multiplayer because there's basically a mini game that you would play in this with other people that you grind certain berries into powder and then make medicine out of them, but there's no real reason to do that now. This guy here, a kick of brutal velocity. I can't do it. Oh my god, I cannot do Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm gonna try. Act with destructive power. When you get right down to it, Mega Kick is the ultimate attack. Don't you agree? Okay, I'll teach it to your Pokemon. I think Pikachu can learn this. I'm not going to teach it, but I do want to see. Yeah, it can. Alright, whatever. You will come crawling back when you realize the value of Mega Kick. Maybe I will come back for it. Maybe I won't. This guy teaches you Mega Punch instead. Both of those moves are normal type moves, and they're... oh, that's the Raspberry I picked up. Both of them are strong enough in their own regards. If you have like a Mankey or something, then those could really be good to teach it. But or even a Clefable if you're going to use the Clefable that I had. I'm not going to, but if you had a Clefable, then it's a normal type, so it would certainly be benefiting from learning one of those moves. I believe. I think Mega Punch is 80 base power, which is pretty damn good for... Well, it's pretty respectable for this part of the game. Or, yeah, this part of the game. Mega Kick, though, that move, that you're looking at about 120 base power, which is high even by end game standards. So, yeah, they're both really good, but I don't need them right now. Like I said, maybe I will someday, maybe I won't. There's no maybe about me selling that diamond piece, or that star piece there. Roar is useless. Go die. It forces a Pokemon to switch. Good in multiplayer, useless in single player. Bullet Seed will get rid of that, and now that I'm thinking about it, honestly, Rock Tomb... If you caught a Nidoran or a Mankey, it would be decent enough for now, but Rock Tomb is going to be made obsolete pretty quickly by another move that we're going to get to learn later. And the Pokemon that I would teach either of those moves to isn't even available for a while, so I think it would be much better served to just get the $1,500 out of that TM. I thought about that, using it, but yeah, I have no need to. Alright, we got about 20 minutes, or, wait, no, we don't have 20 minutes, we got 35 minutes. The hell am I talking about? Oh, man. So, right now, I think what we'll do is, see sites around Cerulean City. We could also catch a couple more Pokemon. Well, we can catch one more new Pokemon. There's one that we can find in the patch of grass that we passed by on our way here. If you're playing FireRed like I am, it'll be Ekans, and if you're playing Leaf Green, it'll be Sandshrew. Neither of them are any good. I'm just catching them for Pokédex purposes. Speaking of which, you're fired. You're fired. We'll, Zubat, you are fired, but I need to FedEx you your papers still. While we wait for that paper, Paris Hilton, get out here. Okay. Okay. Zubat, your FedEx papers, your termination papers have been delivered, and as of right now, I am wishing you well in your future endeavors, sitting in the eternal void of Box 1 for the rest of time. From now until the eternal damnation of mankind. Have a good day. Did I already heal? I can't remember. Yeah, we did. Alright. I've definitely got to do some training for Pikachu, honestly. Like, really should have gotten some more use in Mount Moon, and that's my fault for not taking that initiative, but now, whether we go to the Cerulean City gym or whether we go beyond Cerulean City, Pikachu is going to be outclassed by everything that we're going to run into right now. Ivysaur will do just fine, but as far as Pikachu goes, we're at least 3 levels too low to be dealing with anything, which is unfortunate because there's quite a lot that we need to be doing. I think for now, though, we'll just focus on catching the seconds here. Pokeball we'll use a Pokeball, it's fine. Come on. Because now that I'm thinking about it, there's another Pokemon that we'll find later that I would much rather use that Great Ball for. Ekans data is added to the Pokédex, thank you. And now real quick, I'm not going to buy a ton because we're kind of low on funds right now and I want to save up for something later, but I don't expect that we'll find another shiny Pokemon, but in case we do find one, because we're going to be shuffling around in the grass for a little while to find the Pokemon that I'm going to use the Great Ball on and hopefully catch. But, you know, on top of that, we may run into some other Pokemon that are worthwhile, and, you know, because of that, I think that it'd be a good idea. We're obviously going to buy some more Super Potions once the operator resumes, but come on. How long am I going to be sitting here? Let's go. Oh. It started again. No, we'll do 3 Super Potions. Yeah, that's good. 3 Super Potions, 15 Pokeballs. We can't buy revives yet, so I'm going to have to be choosy about how I use the one we found. I don't need any more of these because sleep isn't common enough to need to be healed, and you wake up from it in battle anyway. Antidotes and potions antidotes and paralyzed heals I already have enough of. Getting burnt in battle is super rare. There's no reason to carry a burn heal, and you get a couple for free on the ground anyway. And I already have 1 escape rope that I don't need, and repel. I'll buy repels later on, but for the time being, I don't need them. So, save up again. And back out we go. Let's see what's in the bike shop. A plain city bike is good enough for me. After all, you can't put a shopping basket on a mountain bike. You can put a shopping basket on a mountain bike. Bro, all you need is like a couple of those clamps. Whoa, these bikes are cool, but they're way expensive. Expensive can they be? Hi, welcome to the bike shop. Here we got the bike just for what the... Bro, what are these prices, my man? Frick, $1 million for a and he's got like 8 bikes. That's 8 million, and that's not even counting all the accessories you'll buy, like that lady's shopping pit. Bro, this might as well be Temu or Temu. This might as well be the Temu exclusive bike shop, because you're not getting any of that unless you shop like a friggin' billionaire, my man. Trying to spice it up a little bit. I say my guy too much, I've been told. But yeah, go up to Cerulean City and shop like a billionaire, motherfucker. Shout out to Bootski for that joke, and if you don't know who Bootski is, then he's awesome. Alright, here we go. I think if we at least get Pikachu up to level 16, we should be good. We're going to be finding a lot of like high teens and low 20s pretty quickly, but again, with the types of Pokemon that we're going to be encountering and the volume of XP that we're going to get from trainers once we're able to battle them, I think that level 16 is good enough. Though, we're going to do something else though. Also, is it just, speaking of that joke, now I'm curious to hear, is it just me experiencing a Mandela effect? So not this past Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl before that, Temu had a frickin' ad where they were doing their shopping like a billionaire jingles, and they were going, Temu, Temu, screw you, Ratada. They didn't say that part, but yeah, they were going Temu, Temu, and it might just be me experiencing the butterfly Mandela effect, but I swear that for the year before that commercial came out, I'm positive that the commercial used to say Temu, or pronounce it Temu. What the hell? Used to pronounce it Temu. Like, it used to be Temu, and then they switched it to Temu. Like, I don't know if maybe Temu, because it's a Chinese app, I know. Maybe Temu is what it was called when it was created, and when it first made it over to the stateside, they just they mispronounced it Temu, and so then they mispronounced it Temu in the commercial. So then maybe they spent all that money on the Super Bowl ad to make sure everybody would know, like, no, it's not pronounced Temu, or it's pronounced Temu. I don't know. That's just something I've wondered about quite a bit. Because I then went on Facebook and I saw people going like, oh man, I just realized I've been pronouncing Temu wrong all this time. Like, no, you couldn't, like, it couldn't possibly have been something simple like that, because there were literally commercials where it was pronounced Temu, whatever. That G Fuel is going right through me. I will be back in a second, gentlemen and ladies. Alright. Back we are. Yeah, like, I swear, when I started reading that, when I started thinking about all that Timu stuff, it ended up being like one of those Berenstain Bears type debacles. Which, I mean, I always remembered it being Berenstain Bears, so I guess maybe it was one of those things where, alright, if you remember it being Berenstain instead of Berenstein, then you have to remember it being Timu instead of Temu, like it actually is. That or that golden white versus blue and black dress. Oh god, I hated that. Oh man. Like, people actually legitimately were like, oh man, I think it's green and no, it's blue and black. No, it's white and gold. No, guys. There were two images of the dress. One image is blue and black that gets shared around with text that says some people see this as white and gold. And then there's a second photo where it's white and gold with text that says, oh, some people see this as blue and black, and then both images get shared so that then there's people questioning it. That's all it is. It's like, I don't even care. Alright, thank you to everybody who came in, but I'm not dealing with this anymore. I need to figure out what to do about this. Thank you to everybody who came out. We will be live again on Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.